Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Martin and we're back with Loki. Last time on Loki we got a nice little adventure through a planet that's about to be destroyed, where we got the two Lokis getting to know each other, peeling back some of those layers. Well, mainly our version of Loki. The other Loki didn't really give too much away about herself, any real intimate detail. I'm not sure what this next episode is going to be. I wonder if we're going to actually get to see a little bit more of her, what she's been through, why she's the way she is about the TVA in particular, why she's got such a vendetta against them. I wonder if that's going to come up at all. And I also wonder if we're going to get to see Owen Wilson this episode, maybe see how things went on their end, if you know what I mean, like if there was any drama happening whilst the two Lokis were trying to get off this planet. But obviously, most importantly, we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger last time where they can't escape said planet that's about to be destroyed. So maybe we'll find out what happened there. Maybe the whole thing was an illusion that was going on in one of their heads and the whole enchantment thing that's going on. Or maybe Owen Wilson's going to ride in on a jet ski and save them both. Who knows? It could go either way. Other than that, that's not much else to say, so let's just jump on in to this next episode. Ooh. Hello, Asgard. What are we doing here?
On the authority of the Timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Jesus, know what? I already understand why she has vendetta. This is disturbing. Yeah, she's getting out. She's getting out. I don't blame her. Ah, there they are. But they look like statues.
Do you have any idea how impossible it is to keep the timeline stable? The Timekeepers are all that stand between us and full-scale calamity. And I'm glad they're all
almost as if keeping one single timeline isn't the natural way of having
I'm sorry, but
things.
that's impossible.
She could have information.
She's dead. Mobius.
What? How?
I feel like something else is going on here.
It's me being born the goddess of mischief. The TVA showed up, erased my reality, took me prisoner.
Yeah, that fucking
I
sucks.
was just a child.
I'm in two minds because, like, the TVA agents and stuff that have no idea what's going on. Like, they have no idea that they are variants plucked from their homes and times. And yet, you know, they're doing some messed up shit.
You nearly took down the organization that claims to govern the order of time. You did it on your own. You ran rings around them. You're amazing.
We've got something.
Oh, the touching. The touch. They're not meant to touch because they're two different versions.
You ever seen a branch like that?
No.
What the hell is going on? Choose a door. Choose a door. Okay. It was just a... I thought they were going to have to choose a door, but nope. They just both got captured.
The TVA is lying to you.
They're lying. Listen to him.
Put him in.
You.
What the hell? What the hell?
You connive. I hope.
A bad memory prison? How quaint.
Yikes.
You.
Well, it's going to make you relive it over and over again.
Pathetic.
You are a reconstruction of a past event, created by the organization that controls all of time.
I don't think it's going to fly. Yep. Yep.
Pathetic.
So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
Just doing my job.
Okay, that was weird. That had some weird energy. Don't know what that was about.
I crave attention.
Yeah.
It's because I'm scared of being alone.
Did that work? Did it work, though? I mean, she's a time loop. She's just going to keep doing the same thing.
You are alone. And you always will be.
Well, I mean, that was worse than the punch, I think. That was...
She's difficult and irritating, and she tries to hit me all the time.
Yes, you don't do partners. Unless, of course, it benefits.
He kind of likes her, though.
Betray them at some point.
But it's him, though. A version of him.
Look at your eyes. You like her.
Mm-hmm.
You like her. Is she like you?
But she...
Two variants of the same being, especially you, forming this kind of sick, twisted romantic relationship. That's pure chaos.
That
could
that
break
is
reality. It's breaking my
that is
reality
pretty
right
chaotic.
now.
To be fair.
What
Our interests are aligned.
Overthrowing the timekeepers.
Maybe they need to be overthrown.
I'd have boxed
I mean, there's evidence to say that they do need to be overthrown.
Sylvie told...
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The timekeepers didn't create you, they kidnapped you from the timeline.
So before this, you had a past.
With jet
You
skis.
had a family. A life.
I don't think he's going to buy it straight away. He's going to need some evidence.
All the liars in this place, and there are a great many. You're the biggest.
Why? Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Oh no, that I can respect. I mean the lies you tell yourself.
Yeah, he definitely has a nagging sensation that there's something else that he doesn't know about. There's clues all over the place. The pencil, the ornament he doesn't remember.
You've been spending too much time with Loki's.
Yeah. I definitely have been spending too much time with Loki's.
What?
I think he means that in the bigger sense of the word rather than actual Loki.
Timeline we're all...
Ooh, the old switcheroo, Owen Wilson.
I can't create memories. I can only use what's already there. The timekeepers took your lives from you.
Is she gonna buy it?
You're very... Shelby.
I mean, this was unexpected. I didn't think she'd buy into this straight away. It's gonna be a fucking uprising in the TVA. Rebellion! Alright, she is deceased. But how did she decease? I'm skeptical on the manner of her death.
Calm down, I'm a variant. Stolen used. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
I mean, Owen, you don't need to zoom in. You can see it's her.
Because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is can bring this whole place down. So we better understand.
We?
Do you swear she didn't...
Man, he turned quick. He was like, okay, I'm in.
I believe her.
You can be whoever, whatever you want to be. Even someone good.
Hey, here we go. Buddies in action. Yeah, well, it was clearly going to backfire in some
I
way.
think you have something of mine.
You know where I go if I could go anywhere.
The jet ski.
Yeah, wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. If I had a jet ski. That's what I'd like to do. Just riding around on my jet ski.
Prune him.
Oh, Owen. That is actually a little heartbreaking. He just wanted to ride his jet ski, man. That's all he wanted in his life. Oh, they are actually... Are they moving? They are moving? Kind of? Are they robots?
I think you're scared.
I would think they would be as well. Rebellion! Rebellion! Oh yeah, here we go. But these are all variants as well, I think. Oh! As if the buttons weren't bad enough. These ones have spikes on the end of them. Ooh! Man, that was a punch. He's a robot! He's a robot! I fucking called it. I don't know what it was, but when I first saw them moving, they looked kind of robotic.
It never stops.
The lies keep on going. Ah! The prunes! The prunes! You've been pruned! Well, now I don't believe in the pruning. Like, I feel there's definitely more going on than we realise. God. That was... There's so much happening. Let's make sure there isn't a thingy.
This is hell.
No, you're somewhere else, bud.
Oh, I did?
Where have you?
You will be, unless you come with
Let's
us.
hope for Owen Wilson's jet ski. Oh my god. What the f... Okay, clearly we're in for a bit of a ride. Okay, that was a reaction, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button and maybe consider subscribing. For now, we're going to talk about this episode. I mean, it's hard to complain about that episode because it gave me pretty much everything I was wanting from this episode following the events that had led up to this, and then managed to make even more of a mystery out of everything that's going on, which, you know, is pretty impressive halfway through a season. I really don't know where to start. I think, like, the first thing, like, because it sort of leads with it, is sort of the idea of Loki, two Lokis, like, falling in love feels, it's weird that it feels appropriate, yet very weird at the same time. Like, you are essentially falling in love with yourself, which, like I say, is kind of a thing that you'd expect from Loki. Like that, like the only person that they could ever love and equally could maybe ever be loved back by is themselves, which is a little sad, but also, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know how I feel about it completely. I suppose I'll have to wait to see how it all plays out, because, you know, we sort of have an idea of how he feels, but not exactly clear about her at this point. But I don't know, it's a little weird, and plus we don't actually know at this point why she was, like, taken out of time, other than all it seems like at this point is that the reason the TVA wanted to get rid of her was purely because she existed. Just simply that. It seems like she was taken out of time and put through the TVA process as a child because she was born as the goddess of mischief when she was never supposed to be that. That seems to be what it is. But the conversation in the lift where she's like, what, when she was asking, like, why did I have to be taken? And she's like, I can't remember. I feel like there might be more to it than that. And then obviously in the end credit sequence, we sort of see other versions of Loki. So I don't know, maybe it is just as simple as the only Loki that is meant to exist, according to whoever's running the TVA, is our Loki from the Avengers and stuff. Like, that's the version that's meant to exist. But I don't know. I don't know if there's more to it. There could. I expect there is, because we have like 4 more episodes to go. So I expect there is more to that whole element to the story that we'll be getting into as these episodes go along. But in terms of that whole thing, like, at first I thought it was just them touching that was causing that massive Nexus event, because, you know, like 2 versions of the same person, you know, touching or whatever. But maybe it's more than that, because I swear they touched 4 in the previous episode, so maybe it must be something to do with their emotional connection causing a rift, as it were. So I don't know, I'm interested to see where that goes, but it is a little bit weird. It feels a little, I mean, in character, but weird. But I suppose the thing that I'm enjoying the most is that halfway through the season, and we are, like, tearing up the rules that were set up in episode 1. Like, we're already at that point of, okay, we're just throwing out the rule book that we set down, and we're just going crazy. Like, Owen Wilson knows that the whole thing was not a lie, and then he was executed, although we don't actually know if the pruning actually kills people anymore. It seems to take them somewhere else. We don't know where that is. Hopefully we'll find out very soon. But that gives me hope that we will see Owen Wilson on a jet ski. that's the thing. I was slightly heartbroken. I was really worried for a moment that, you know, we might not get to see him anymore throughout the show, and we still might not. But that end credit sequence seems to imply that the pruning sticks seems to do more than just wipe people out. Like, it's some sort of teleport or something of that description. So hopefully, there's still hope we'll get to see Owen Wilson riding that jet ski. I swear to God, I will legitimately be upset if we don't get to see that. Like, even if it's just like a, you know, Loki sort of waving him off at the end, or something really cheesy and silly like that. Just please give me that. And again, we got a bit more of our Loki sort of admitting certain things to himself that he previously hasn't done. Even in the movies where he's sort of grown as a character and he sort of becomes slightly more heroic, but still, you know, can't completely trust him. Here we're really seeing him face up to what he thought was his driving force, and he's sort of turning against that and wanting to be more than what he previously thought he could be, and, you know, having Sylvie and all that, and Owen Wilson being his friend, like feeling like he has an actual friend. Obviously he had like a friendship with Thor, but he also kind of resented him to a certain degree as well. And you know, it's interesting that we're getting to see a more, should I say, three-dimensional look at Loki, sort of breaking down what his values are. And like, I mean, that's the joy of getting to do these things through like a long form version of a movie, because you know, these Marvel TV shows have effectively been long movies. They are telling a longer story that focuses on a character and their relationships and who they think they are. And you know, this has been another one of those, and it's great to see the sort of more in-depth version of Loki sort of facing up to his flaws and himself in many ways, and literally himself, but another version and all that stuff. And that's what I'm loving the most about the show, honestly. It's just seeing that character sort of be deconstructed and rebuilt up again. That's the most fun I'm having with the show. Then we finally meet the timekeepers, who were actually robots, which I called, which I'm really impressed. Like, I thought they were going to be like dead or disappeared or something like that, and maybe they still are, because you know, the timekeepers we met here were obviously robots. And so they're still up in the air about, are there actual timekeepers, or is it something else, some other force, or is it Loki? Is it a variant of Loki who is running the TVA, which, you know, would be part of the course, I think, for this show. That could well be the case. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's another mystery in the middle of the season to be unpacked, which is good. It gives the whole thing a little bit more momentum as we go on this sort of character study, but also with the story progressing at the same time, which is fun. I look forward to trying to figure out what that mystery might be, but it's good. I'm enjoying the show as always, and yeah, it's been a good time. I like this episode a lot. There's a lot of fun dialogue and a lot of good sort of action beats as well. So yeah, good time all around. I enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps this video get seen by more people. And maybe consider subscribing as well. And I'd love to hear what you thought about this episode as well. So please do that down below. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you on the next one.